big oak tree.
Go ahead.
It's a big oak tree there, and it has it drops the biggest acorns, right? They big acorns.
Big acorns.
So I was gonna take a picture with 2 of them in my hand and say "got nuts" and put it on my story.
Hold on, say that again.
It's a tree at my job where I work at, right? And it drops really big acorns.
Okay.
They quarter-sized acorns. I never seen an acorn that big in my life. And
Quarter-sized acorns?
Yeah.
Are you sure they acorns? Are they not pecans?
No, I know what pecan. It's an oak tree.
I was just making sure.
That was wild.
Sure.
You think this man don't know his nuts?
I know my nuts.
Yeah. Bing bong.
I said empty your mind.
Snap. Turn me up, good.
Talking like that.
Turn me up, good. Yeah. How you say Mike used to do it? He be like, hey, check the switch out. Let the sprinkler systems off. It's hot out here. Over here on the right, you already know what's going on.
He's back.
Hey, speaking of heat, can I play some heat for you?
You can always turn us up.
I gotta give somebody some inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So this for Liddy K Sav right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you gotta have some people around you that just remind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, your stuff is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? This the Heat Factory, yo. Relax.
A gun in your hand don't make you a man, but handle your business as best as you can. This is for all of my fathers that follies that's throwing them dollars but still stacking bands. I've been on the mission, keep grinding, I get it, my nigga. I really been doing my best. I'm paying attention, enhancing the vision. I might put a capital S on my chest. You better get rid of my nigga, you left. The moment you open that up, my hell over, just know that I gotta go get me a cash. They say you ain't first, then my nigga, you last. A blast from the past. In case really brief, you ain't hearing from me, but I've been in my bag. Keep turning me up, Patron in my cup. With hustles and ambitions, I keep going up.
Come on, man. This $sign, Liddy K Sav, featuring 9-5 Nasty. You know what I'm saying?
But still stacking bands. They hating and watching and saying it's no, I don't got to the point where I don't give a fuck every day of the week. Gotta be by the bun, now they got me like, what the fuck?
Whoa!
Pistols, big boom like a missile. I bet he's the one that you know. I'm going away from the east by the bay, and he wanted my way, better run, jump.
Got close by the flies.
Okay, now.
Say hi to Nemo.
Okay, yeah.
Drip of semen.
Okay, what?
God could have told me never believe it.
What? Hey!
We was born to live. They were sworn to secrets. It was all deceivers. Tell the truth that they ain't never believed in us. Hard times for the make shit easy. I'm beating on my chest and I'm never gonna fold. Team solid and they always on goal. Bitch for all the fathers working on the road.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Back once again. You know who's here. You know how we do it. Yeah, shout out Liddy K Sav. Shout out 9-5 Nasty. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, make sure you go tap in with them. New music on the way, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? They really kind of you know it's that writer's block thing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta let the people know, yo, we still rocking with you, yo. Bring the heat back. Come on, it's the Heat Factory. What we doing, yo? Yo, welcome back to another episode of Studio Life Show. You already know what's going on. The only place where you can get everything studio and life, right? You may not have ever been in a studio, but I guarantee you've experienced life. Come on now, every time, boy, every time. Y'all make me so happy, bro. That is so amazing. You know what's happening? I'm your host, Hollywood. Here with Guru the GOAT. Yeah. Same old media in the building. Say something to the people.
Good?
MK on tour in the building. Say something to the people. Yes, sir. We are here. We got a couple guests in the building. Yeah. New edition in the building. You know what I'm saying? Not the new edition. You know what I'm saying? But a new edition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see what I did? Okay. All right. That's cool.
All murdered out like his car. Just black.
Yo, man, how you fellas doing today? What's going on with y'all?
I'm good, man. It's a great day.
Great day.
Work was great. Work was great.
Yeah. You still worked? It was pouring at like 10:30.
Yeah,
this
I got
morning.
rained on.
Yeah.
But you know, like it's a silver lining and everything.
Yeah. Okay. And
so I had an opportunity to be alive and work.
Oh, that's the silver lining.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah, no, the rain was trash. I ain't gonna lie, the rain was terrible.
I know you're about to be like, well, we got off early, or like, you know.
I mean, well, I make my own schedule, so I get off when I want to get off.
Facts. Let the people know what you do one more time. One more time.
I can fix that.
Yeah. What can you fix?
I can fix anything but a broken heart.
Amen. Come on now.
But
that's good.
Your neighborhood handyman.
Yo, Samo, how you feeling, man? What's going on, man?
It's another rainy day.
Yeah.
Another rainy Wednesday.
Yeah, of course.
I don't really like it when I don't see the sun, but
yeah,
you know,
understandable.
so
Understandable. Yeah, we
I'm
back
good.
again. You know what I'm saying? MK on tour, back again. What's popping?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Why you talking through your teeth?
Yeah.
Like an angry black mom.
He
said, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, you're not smiling this week. You good?
Yeah,
though?
facts. What's happening? Oh, you got a toothache or something? Oh,
I asked him if he was sad earlier. He was like, "No, I'm not sad. I'm good."
Oh, okay.
Said,
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He not speaking from like that diaphragm.
Yeah,
you know
I don't
what I'm
like the monotone.
Hi, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give a little huh in there. You know, all right, whatever.
A little
whatever.
character.
I know.
How you doing, bro?
You know me, bro. You know me. I'm good. I'm good, but I'm kind of not good in a way too, right?
Okay, well, why are you not good?
I'm gonna tell you, right?
Oh, you just about the Cowboys? No, I was just asking. That's the only time you're not good is whenever the Cowboys not doing good.
The Cowboys are doing well, actually. We actually won. Didn't you have a good Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving.
Watching the Cowboys beat up on the Giants, right?
Did I watch that game?
Obviously not.
I was eating food, man.
Yeah,
I wasn't into it.
But you wasn't.
Actually left right before the Cowboys game.
Oh, so how could you talk bad about the Cowboys? Did the Seahawks win?
Probably.
No.
They lost, right?
Yeah.
So would you like for me to tell you why I'm actually feeling bad?
Yeah, I would love to.
Before we get into why you should be feeling bad.
Why should I feel bad that the Seahawks lost?
That's your team, is it?
It's football.
All right, okay, whatever. I'm going to tell you why I'm feeling bad. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm having this battle.
Yes.
With these artists.
Oh. Sit back.
For whatever reason,
nobody want to be artists.
They're not being artists, bro. They're not being artists. I was gonna try and hold it in. I was gonna try and keep it, but they're not being artists, bro. They're not.
I think what it really is they're not listening to the show, but they're not being artists. Because we're telling them how to be artists every week.
Facts.
Every single week.
Facts. Huh.
So they're not listening. That's on them.
Huh. You're right. I'm not even gonna waste my time. No, I'm not even gonna waste my time.
But you're not listening.
Y'all will get it together eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like I say always, the train's gonna get there regardless. You're either gonna punch your ticket now or you're gonna punch your ticket later. And later it might be too late. But that's neither here nor there.
Right. And this isn't disrespect, you know what I'm saying? We was talking to MK about it, like when we was working out the other day.
Right.
I was like, bro, you looking slow. It wasn't to like be mean, it was to motivate you, bro. Cause like if you want to be where you say you want to be at, do it.
Say that one more time for the people in the back. I don't think they heard you.
If you want to be where you say you want to be at, do it.
Drop a bomb.
It's that simple. It's really that simple. Work harder. Work harder. What are we talking about?
And sometimes working harder just means working smarter.
And in that, you get more work done. And that's working harder. So I'm not going to get on y'all artist heads tops today. You know what I'm saying? We actually got a good show set up for y'all today. We got a good friend of the show. You know what I'm saying? Videographer, production manager, all of those things. You know what I'm saying? The white guy. I don't know what he just mouthed to me, but that's what I got. But nah, it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring our guest up, though, in just a second here. He's going to give us the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs of videography, production, and all things as
very
such.
talented
you know
guy we got in here with us again, y'all.
Before we get into that, was it anything you wanted to get into?
Bro, I want to talk about these bots and Atlantic Records.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So Atlanta Records is under investigation, or maybe not under investigation, but is being very heavily looked at for having bots on their streaming services. Like Don Toliver put out a video. He had like $80,000 views on the video. And then like the course of 3 days, he had 7 million. But it hasn't gone up from 7 million.
Right. It's just been sitting at 7 million.
Yeah, or around that same area, 7 million, 8, 9, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the rate it grew, it hasn't been continuously growing at that.
Right.
And they said the same thing with Travis Scott, A Boogie. Who else is it? Roddy Ricch.
Oh, Roddy Ricch
Yeah,
too.
they're like all bots. Like they bought streams and stuff.
So I guess my question is like, what? One, is that wrong? Because what is the point? To be real, like what is the point? And that's where we always get to
It's
is
the
like,
image.
where we don't. That's what I'm saying. But we don't understand what a stream is.
Yeah.
And if bots are streaming, then streaming can't be important. Or the way that they calculate a stream is totally different than what we think it is. Because we think a stream is just somebody listening to our song.
They control it, bro. They know that them backing this artist is going to make them a certain amount of money.
Right.
So in order to make that a certain amount of money or more, they have to make sure they have that amount of streams or whatever to make that capital.
Right. Right.
So they're going to do, so like even if they have a certain amount of real people who actually listen to it, they can boost it with the extra streams.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
so it's all a money grab and it's just
but
for the image.
Where does the money come from? That's my question. Because if it's bots that are generating the stream count, where what's the point? So you just went and bought 3 million streams for what?
The image.
But who cares about that? That's the problem right there.
The world does. Not everybody specifically, but the world cares. Like you'll watch a video if you're watching a video looking up a certain topic, and one video has 1 million streams or 1 million views, and one video has 10,000 views,
you're gonna watch the one with 1 million,
and the one that has 10,000 could be better for you,
right,
or more informative. So like, you just naturally gravitate to that sometimes.
It's all a numbers game.
Yeah, it's all a manipulation.
But numbers lie. You feel me? Like just what you're saying. Numbers is lying, bro. So like, you can't even really, because to even quantify a stream, they say that 1,500 streams accounts as one record sale.
That's crazy.
1,500.
That is crazy.
But is that really crazy if you have control over bots and the streaming services in order to where you're just pumping streams into it like this?
Yeah, I think it's crazy because for me, you can make more money if you're selling one CD versus
like
1,500 people buy that same CD for $10.
Yeah,
versus you getting 15
pennies on the dollar.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
bro.
Yeah.
Like that's, to me, that just makes more money for everybody, but they're not thinking about everybody. The people who are at the top of the industry are thinking about themselves.
Yeah,
and themselves only. I
think this is cool because we'll kind of be able to talk to our guests too about this, because I feel like the film industry versus the music industry.
Film is popping right now.
And not only is it popping, but I feel like everyone gets taken care of in the film industry. But whereas on the music business side, it's top and
midway.
That's it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But we'll kind of get into that when we bring them up. I like that. That was good. That was good. I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you,
man. We appreciate each other.
Look at that. That's love.
It's love, man. You beat me to it. Right?
Found it. Put it there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna bring up our guest. Y'all sit right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't move. We locked in today, bro. We locked in today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring up our guest. Studio Live Show. We're gonna take a quick break. Welcome back to the Studio Live Show. I'm your host, Hollywood, here with Guru the Goat, Same Old Media, MK on tour in the building, and our lovely guest. Round of applause for our lovely guest, you know what I'm saying? Film director, producer, you know what I'm saying? Videographer, photographer, all in one, you know what I'm saying? He's a Swiss Army knife to the industry, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Luce Also known as Shatter Focus Productions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we kind of brought him here today to talk to y'all about kind of what he does, how he works with his videos and his productions, and hopefully put you artists on the right page to actually making the movies you say you want to make. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, I'm about to shoot a video. It's about to be a movie. Everybody got to pull up, but then it don't be a movie. So you know what I'm saying? This is what he's here for. You know what I'm saying? So warm studio life welcome one more time. Round of applause to Luce. You know what I'm saying? How are you? You good? Yeah, feeling good. Can I get you? I'm gonna get you to talk. Yeah.
Get right in.
Yeah, okay, right in there. If you could turn them up just a little bit for me, MK. You know what I'm saying? Could you talk your mic for me? How you?
Good.
Perfect. That's
Fantastic.
perfect. That's perfect. So Luce, man, welcome to Studio Life. How are you today? You good?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for being here. Honestly, thank you for being here. So just kind of getting started. Just kind of tell the people what it is that you do. What maybe the latest project you worked on. And maybe a little background about yourself.
Absolutely, man. So my name's Luce Bennett. I own Shattered Focus Productions. That's my LLC.
Oh,
I'm a music video director, film director, but mostly just haven't broken into the big leagues yet, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that awkward
leagues.
stage.
Yeah,
the big
no,
leagues, man.
good.
That's the goal, right? But mainly a music video director, man. I've been working for 5 years now. It's been a dream, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's
I love
awesome.
what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I've directed over 215, actually just hit 215 music videos.
Wow.
I think there's some commercials are mixed in there, so I'm not sure they're fully music videos, but I've done quite a bit of production. And of course I work on TV shows, movies, stuff like that. Can I talk? I could say I was a part of it. There's a untitled project that was made by the Outer Banks guys. I was part of that. Before that, I was on Hightown. I think I'm wearing. Yeah, I am wearing the hat.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, Hightown hat. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. That's awesome.
On
So-
Netflix's Florida Man.
Look, he just go ahead. Go ahead. See, he's a brand man. He's a brand man. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta love the rap gifts.
So where are you originally from?
Oh, I'm from Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina, small town south of Raleigh.
Yeah.
You should film me up there.
And so how did you? So you then moved up here, moved to Wilmington, or?
So the first 2 years, man, I was just shooting like you said, like pull up, get all your friends, show up to this one house, and let's just shoot a random video with no plan or anything. Man, that was like the first 50 of my videos. I was just happy to be working and working. And when I think the first few videos I did were like $50-$70.
Oh, wow.
Budget. I just show up. We just sit on a porch and do that. But I learned from those, and you shouldn't do those. You should not do those.
Why should you do?
They're pointless. Why would you?
Yeah,
I mean,
understandable.
unless you're looking for unless it's specifically a song about family, your friends,
Right,
your place of origin, right? Unless it's about that, why do you have 30 of your friends involved in the story that doesn't involve them?
That's real.
You
heard that? You heard him, right? You heard what he said. So no more. You heard what he said, bro. You heard what he said. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Are they involved in the story? Or are they just jumping around in the back of your video?
Are you doing like rap videos?
Oh yeah, 100%. I've only done rap.
Did you get uncomfortable with them pointing guns at you? Did
I have a really good story involved with that. I have multiple fun stories.
Yeah, let's give us one. Give us one. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you two. Actually.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Real quick. Why I never allow a live. I mean, why bother? First off, I know armors. I can get you a tank. I can get you machine guns. I have access. I personally own a flamethrower. We can do this and do it safe. If you want like action guns and all that, why not?
Y'all hear him? Shatter Focus Productions.
Let's make this a fucking action movie, right?
Yeah.
But live ammunition, no. I mean, look what happened on Rust.
Facts.
Dude, it's just not worth it, man.
You're still going through that.
And also, if you have like an AR, no one's gonna tell if it's loaded or not loaded. And truthfully, not many people are gonna tell the difference between an airsoft gun and a real gun. I mean, I would personally, and most people that own firearms would.
I'm gonna say it's just because you work production type, so.
Well, just that I'm a firearm owner myself, so
talk about it. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Is it Shadow Arms?
Shadow Focus.
Shadow
Focus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking of the
funny.
gun brand.
The name comes from.
I was with you.
To play on my ADHD, right?
Oh, I feel like every creator has ADHD, but that is fire. Shattered focus. That is nice. That is nice.
Yeah. Oh, but so a guy, we were filming an individual like perform one of those like really bad. It was a $70 music video, and he put he's moving around with his gun, pointing at the camera, and then he like he's doing I forget what he was doing. He was doing like some weird, honestly,
dance with
wonky ass. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not gonna say your name, but you know what you're talking about. He pulled the trigger. I realized he had a fucking thing loaded. He put 2 rounds into his mom's fridge. Went through the fridge because it was green tip armor piercing, right? Went through that. Went through it. Boom! Hit the front yard. Broke a window. Right. Through a window.
God.
And it was he put 2 rounds, and I just packed my shit up and left. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, bro.
And as I was leaving though, and as I was packing up, his mom came home, and this was like 20. At the time, I was like, I think I was 21, but he was like 29.
Oh,
his mom
man.
came home.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
You should not be shooting music videos
In your mama's house.
In your
mama's crib at 29. I'm sorry, that's not unless she got a nice spot. But you also should be having. You shouldn't even have guns in your music videos, to be honest with you.
For what?
You can have guns in it, but just do it right. I mean, it doesn't cost that much. It really doesn't. You know, I can call it a few.
Go ahead, Guru. Yeah, go ahead.
So say I'm a rapper, right?
Yeah.
And I just want a standard music video from you. Like my song's 3 minutes long.
There's no such thing as a standard music video. And
Okay.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
No such thing as a standard music video.
One more time for the people in the back.
There is no such thing as a standard music video. If the music video is not personalized to you, why the fuck are you spending your money on it?
Okay.
But let's go on. You say,
So I want a music video.
Yeah.
I want a music video from you.
Yeah.
Like, how much should I expect to spend on a music video if my song's 3 minutes long?
Okay, length of the song has nothing to do with
Okay,
it. So,
okay.
Also never text a videographer, director, however they want to call themselves. Never text them how much, because the chances are I don't respond to those.
Right.
That's how you get blocked.
That's the real block list.
You don't think send a formal email or nothing like, hey man, I'm interested in a music video. Let's talk. I'm like, yeah, cool, we can talk. It doesn't have to be formal. I'm cool with it being informal. Some people have a stick up their ass.
Right.
Let them do them. But so it all depends. So my question would be to you is like, what's your budget?
Right.
I'm thinking $200 to $400.
Oof. Okay.
You can't work.
Oof is right. No, oof is right.
And if I was just starting out, that's 100% the budget. I mean, I used to do, like I said, $50 to
$75.
That's how you start off. You got to start somewhere. But at a certain point in the degree, in your career, not degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to say, we know you went to school.
Shit. But at some point in your career, you got to stop taking the lower budget things, because can you offer... Let's say I had a client before you that had a $1,500 budget, right? I made something fucking amazing for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I went to you, you said $400. You're expecting that $1,500 budget, aren't you?
Yeah.
Especially if you go to my page and now you're looking at my page like, oh yeah, he shot this. Oh, he shot this. Yeah. I'm about to book with bro. Like,
right.
The amount of message I get, yo, can I have it just like this? I'm like, why would you want it just like this?
Right.
This is his video. Let's talk about your video. Let's talk about how we can improve.
How we can make something specific to you and your artistry.
Absolutely.
People say they want to make a movie, but making a movie takes time and effort and precision, and like it's not just, oh yeah, I got this song and I'm gonna just dance in front of that crib with 30 of my homies.
Right.
No. That's, I mean, if you want to do that, do it. Why hire a videographer? Just do that on a cell phone and just post it if you want to do that.
Because iPhone shoot. So would you?
4K.
I was about to say, have you ever shot with an iPhone or?
So, if you know how to shoot, you can shoot with anything. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's like a Steph Curry bar. Yeah. He said it don't matter the arena. I am him.
But I did a film recently, a little short film. I did on a whim, right? But one of everybody's favorite shots when I did this, and keep in mind, this is one where the cinematography. When I say cinematography, majority of y'all know, but it's camera work of it, the whole film. You know,
yeah.
That's what I mean by cinematography. Was one of the biggest things of that film, and I DP'd. I was director of photography, and I was the overall director of it. And
hold on, wait, what does DP mean?
DP stands for director of photography.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, so they're a cinematographer. On big, once you get to like a certain like level of music videos,
I'm sorry. We're
immature
very
sometimes.
immature here. I'm sorry.
No.
Continue.
I want you to be genuine. It makes it better. At a certain level, the director, sometimes if you're used to like a videographer, the difference between a videographer and a director is I show up to set, let's say we have a decent budget, and we'll get back to the budget question
budget.
to you. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great budget too, by the way. I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
What,
that's a great
$400?
Yeah, $200 to $400.
It's a terrible budget. But he'll tell you why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1 second.
okay,
So there's the director. He's in charge of the story. He's generally in charge of how it's going to look overall. He's in charge of everything. However, he'll have something called the director of photography, the DP. Now, that person, chances are as an artist, you're not going to be talking to the DP that much. But he's in charge of camera. He's worrying about he's taking the workload off of that the director's shoulders so he can focus on you, make sure you're looking good in your video and everybody's doing their goddamn job.
Right. Okay.
Well, sometimes it's split between a director and an AD.
So you would say that there's a difference between a videographer and a director.
100%. 100%. I was a videographer the longest time. I still brand myself sometimes as a videographer because there's too many director or filmmaker reactions.
What exactly is a videographer, though?
So videographer, see, everybody has different definitions for it. But the way I view it is if I'm going and I'm just shooting and I have not the most creative input into it. So let's say I show up to your house, you got 30 of your friends, we're all doing a video, we're just dancing around, getting random shots. I'm making it look good, right?
Right, right.
But I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah,
Right.
Am I giving you direction?
Yeah,
Am I directing
yeah.
the flow? Am I saying,
Makes
hey, let's
sense.
get 13 people over here, let's get 12 over here,
Yeah,
let's get a
yeah.
straight line going? I don't know.
Everybody's just kind of doing whatever they might feel is right, and you're just there shooting.
If you're not in control of the production in full and you don't have a handle on it, you have no idea how this is going to look at the end of it, you're a videographer. But also, like, I used to do back in the day, I used to do club recap videos. I used to go to a nightclub, just shoot random stuff, people having fun and all that, upload together in an edit. That was videographer work. And there's nothing wrong with that. I still would do that. I had a blast doing that.
Yeah,
And I still do, like, a wedding videographer doesn't plan your wedding.
Right. He just shoots what's
He
already
just
there.
shoots.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh,
Whereas the director,
Kind of like a photographer.
Yeah, video, yes. Well,
Yeah.
no, because
More not the
photographers.
same like pictures, but like
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously the video difference between video but sometimes photographers will direct
Have
the
They'll
the
direct
set.
the actual set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they'll pose you, they'll do everything. Videographers generally have a little more hands-off experience.
Yeah.
They still give you a good product, and if someone brands themselves as a videographer, you shouldn't be, you should absolutely hire them. So if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
right.
But what are you looking for? Are you looking for
Somebody to put something together for you, or somebody
Yeah.
to just hold the camera.
It depends on the importance, right?
Yeah,
Of
absolutely.
the project. But going back to you, 200, that's absolutely a good budget. At a certain point in your career, of course, you move past those. But let's say you
Yeah.
came up to me with 200 to 400.
Yeah, let's just say.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, you're more so looking for a videographer at that point. But then you'll have hungry people like me. Even though I was doing like $100 music videos, I still directed. I still had a story. I still had a visual.
But that's
an
because
idea.
you knew what you kind of had, right? And
Yes.
so you're able to give that, and because you love what you do, right?
And if somebody is not excited to shoot your video, don't shoot with them.
Facts.
Don't.
Facts.
So is film like your primary source of income, or like is that what you do, like all like just,
Film versus music videos,
or just like anything?
because
film,
film's
like,
very broad.
Like, I'm asking, like, do you have like a regular job?
No,
Like a
I
9 to
do.
5?
I'm 24/7.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
For the longest, I was a 24/7, 24 hour director. Right, that was the only source of income I had was music videos. Now I'm trying to branch in to get into film and television, so that means taking jobs in camera, taking jobs. I worked in locations.
Yeah.
I worked with. Shit all over your carpet.
Oh man, you're all good, bro. Yeah. Hey, no worries here, man. You know,
My
studio
fault.
life. You're all good,
Yeah,
brother.
brother. That's
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good.
Yeah, a little excited started moving hands.
Yeah, no. So I kind of equate. I guess I would kind of equate the videography and director in our field to like maybe an engineer versus a producer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So like if I was just gonna engineer the record, then I'm just gonna sit there, press record whatever you put down, and then whatever you put down is what's there. Versus if I'm producing the record, now I'm in the engineer room like, yo, let's do this line again. Maybe you should say this so that going
Right.
into the hook X, Y, and Z, it sounds kind of cohesive. that's what you look for in a director on the film side. That's awesome. So would you recommend having a director on your sets?
So, most people are still brand themselves videographers, even though they are directing. Like, I had to do that for the longest time.
Right.
And I still, if someone asked me, I was like, yeah, man, I do videography work. Absolutely, I still do. I'm not going to say no to work.
Yeah.
Especially since videography work generally becomes some of the easiest stuff. I just shoot an event and then come back and edit it, and probably shouldn't throw numbers out there.
Yeah. They watching.
I'm about to say, they do be pocket watching.
Like,
they be pocket watching.
Like,
yeah.
Like if I did a concert, like I know a couple buddies that did. I talked to one guy who does Travis Scott's concert. I forget which one it was. He did.
Whoa.
But he made away with? Not saying I got this kind of band, but he made away with like 12,000 for the night.
For the night.
But then he's got to edit it. He's got to be sent to a documentary. I mean, that's just the beginning of the work. Shooting it, just the beginning of work. He's got to do pre-pro. He's got to do production. Then he has to go into post-production. So even though somebody shows up, shoots a music video. Your music video is done in 6 hours. If you think that's gonna be done within a day, then they don't. If it is done within a day, they didn't care. Or they have an editing team. They have that kind of
pushing like
resources.
That.
Yeah. Why would you?
So you mentioned the big leagues. That you had broken into the big leagues earlier. When we were talking,
I'm trying to break into the big leagues.
Okay.
Big leagues, and all that depends on everybody's definition.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
So that's the eye of the beholder is the big leads. In my mind, as I want to be a film and television director, so breaking in, directing episodic, joining the DGA, which the DGA is the union/guild. It's called Directors Guild of America.
You see that? That's exactly what I was talking about, bro. In the music industry, we don't got nothing like that for producers, engineers, artists. Like I feel like it's a tight knit. At least y'all have some sort of infrastructure in the film industry.
100%. I have a lot of protections even when I'm on set. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're working on as a film worker,
you say you're a gun carrier.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He's always protected. Always protected.
No, but I mean, we have unions. It used to be bad back in the day.
Yeah,
we have a lot of unions. So there's the DGA, then there's SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild. That's actors and all that.
Right.
And then there's a bunch of other unions. 600, which is camera locally. 491, that's IATSE. That's like grip and actually IATSE thing's right down the street. Funny enough, the building for it. And then there's Teamsters, which are the guys who drive the trucks.
Yeah,
locations. And
I mean, everybody has some sort of infrastructure.
Except for PAs and a few others. There's some departments that get left out to dry, man.
That's tough.
And I'm not saying that they don't get taken advantage of, because people get taken advantage of film all the time.
People get taken advantage of in every industry. Honestly,
especially creative industries.
Yeah, facts. Get your businesses together. Get your business in line, creatives.
I was always wondering in the back of my mind why you guys don't have because the labels control so much.
Yeah.
I've had my run-in with labels. Not a big fan.
So how does that work for you as a videographer and label work when it comes to doing music videos and things like that? Or does that come from the label or just the artist, or do you get credits? Like, how does that work for you?
Well, if anything, I work on, unless I'm shadow directing, which that is some work that I usually sometimes
shadow directing.
It's kind of sad, actually. So shadow directing is shadow directing is when somebody reaches out to me. They want me to do pre-pro, plan out their shoot and everything, do everything creatively so they can show up and look good. And I don't get any credit, but I get paid a decent bag.
Yeah, I mean that is okay. So
that's
now
a good option.
I'm about to say, but do you get to? You don't get to say you did that though.
No, not 100% NDA agreement and everything.
Oh, that's tragic.
There's other people that do it too.
I see why you could say that's sad. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely.
So do you like doing? You don't like doing that?
No.
Yeah, I don't. That would make me upset. That'd be like almost having an assistant engineer who like does everything, and then I come in and just be like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, we're gonna ship it.
Turn up the limiter.
yeah, we're gonna ship it off. Like,
exactly
we're gonna ship it
that.
off.
Yeah, I don't. I've only taken 3 of those jobs, but
the bag attached.
Is
it
worth
attached
it
is worth.
Is it like, can you gain like? Is it worth the knowledge you gain from it, or like the experience?
I'm giving my knowledge. That's the
facts. That's why he's
or
there.
like experience. Like is the experience worth it? No.
See, well, there's a certain point where experience is important. You know, they say like, oh, don't work for free and all that. No, my first music video was free. I absolutely, you gotta work. If you're just starting out as a music video director, videographer, yeah, absolutely. Hit up your friends that are in high school, wherever you're at in life. Just hit up your friends that you know that do music. Go out and shoot something. Shoot something. Even if it's free work with them creatively. You know, maybe there'll be a partner down the line. You'll be making millions together.
Right.
That director and artist relationship can be just as important as a producer and artist.
And an artist relationship, absolutely.
I mean, we can say that Cole has made a few people's careers.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
We're at that age now where directors can do that, and that's kind of like sometimes the marketing package, you know, the marketing alongside the video itself.
Yeah. So would you ever consider being locked in with a top artist? Like, so say you were working on some Rolling Loud set, right? They called you to do videography, and you know, any artist, I don't know, pick an artist, you know what I'm saying, ask you, yo, hey, you'll come just be my video guy on tour. Would that be something you would do?
At this
or is
point,
your heart kind of just more into the film and that's where you want to be at?
So at this point, there was a time I would absolutely jump on that. 100%. You know, I've luckily rubbed shoulders with some, I can't say too much, but I rubbed shoulders with some decent artists, right?
Yeah.
And one of those times, one of those offers landed in my lap.
Yeah.
I had to say
That's
no.
awesome. Wow, really?
I had to say no. There's at a certain point where you have to decide what you want to be. If you just want to be a videographer, you want to be a cameraman, that's the different, you know, cameraman, videographer, basically the same. That's the same thing.
Right.
No, that's not me. That's not. At one point, I would have taken that job, but no.
So kind of your dream goal is to be a director. Like that's
the goal. That's what we've been working for.
Yeah.
Why would
That's awesome.
Why would I put on this much work just to be satisfied with that?
Work for somebody else.
Well, not just. Well, you're always working for somebody, all right. Even if it's a label, a studio, you know, like Disney, Lionsgate, somebody's gonna own you, no matter where you are. There's the independent area, like for music too. There's the independent artists, the independent filmmakers that make their own thing and do it. But let's face facts, do they get as much viewership and all notoriety? Yeah.
Money,
Do you hear about them as much?
Yeah.
No, you don't have a giant mark. You don't have the giants behind you. Like, you know, whether it be, you guys were talking about like you have a giant label behind you or a giant production company behind you. That could be the difference between your project failing or
going
flopping.
crazy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so what do you think is more important? Like, what do you think makes a hit song? Like, is it the music that's good? Or do you think the video can be enough to overpower the music to make it like good?
Can a video?
Because I feel like
the music's got to be good. It has to be good. If it's not good, why are you getting a video
it's a lot of good.
There's
a lot of bad music with good videos.
Well, okay, so now there are the artists that just believe that their music is good, and then they just go get a video shot. Right now, I've seen plenty of videos where I didn't like the song. Yeah. But then I see the video, and now I like the song. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, 100%. So visual, for example, I don't have a musical bone in my body. I can't play. I try to play instruments. I can't do anything, but I can put visuals to music, and that's how I enjoy music more so. Than I have a different experience than some people, I guess you could say. But
that's real.
There's a lot of things where I watch it. Like for example, there's a lot of songs in movies and films that I like see. I'm like, oh hell yeah, because I associate it with that good memory.
Right.
Everything comes down to association, right?
Yeah. That's why you could hear a song and remember exactly where you were in that moment when you heard the song. Like, yeah, that's real.
Like,
that's real.
Forest Hills, it's my favorite album of all time.
Yeah.
And obviously it is one of the best albums ever made, but at the same time, the reason it's special to me, that was one of the last times we were all my middle school friends, we were all on a porch. We listened to it from first track to last.
Yeah, right there.
And that was the last time we were all together. Not anything tragic happened. We just all
went
our separate ways.
But every time you hear that album, it takes you back to that space.
Exactly.
See that you have to make memorable music.
And that applies to music videos as well. If the music video is not good, the visuals aren't good. You know, let's look at the baby. I feel like his music videos
is top notch.
They're top notch, and they have played a pivotal role
in just his music career.
His whole career.
Absolutely.
I mean, he met he was wearing a diaper at Southwest. And that's where he met the Real Goats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
ever since then, it's just been up.
I think like the biggest one not the biggest one he's had, but like the first time when he hit like big stage was Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
That was a fucking great video. Oh my god,
video.
that was funny, and that was not low budget, but look at that.
I was about to say, well, when you say it's low budget, what are some budgets that those videos? Because I feel like a lot of artists look at the Baby's videos and other artists' videos and they're like, yo, I want something like this. What are some budgets that can get you videos like that? So that these artists know, yo, I can't just come to a videographer with $250 and think that I'm gonna get a the Baby like Real Goats video.
100%. So when I say budgets, it's really up to the eye of the beholder, right? But there's different tiers, and since I work in both like music videos and film,
right?
Like for example, a tier 1 film, if it to be considered that, has to have over $1 million. If it has any less than $1 million, it's considered a tier 0.
I'm gonna spit my water out, boy. What?
Tier 0. They don't even consider that a tier. They don't consider it like you working on a tier 0? What are you doing? Like you're not getting paid shit.
That's crazy.
Wow, and that's for like a movie.
Movies.
Is that worth a tank? I can get a tank with $1 million. I can get a tank with $1 million.
Get a tank with a lot less than that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
You hear that?
I'm keeping that in the bag.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Music videos are different.
We got. I got. I'm gonna talk to you. Don't worry. I'm gonna talk to you off mic. You know what I'm saying? All right. So what would the average cost for a music video be?
There's no
or not an average cost, right? So
somebody in the industry kind of thing.
So there's no real tiers in music videos, but
it's just kind of whatever you got is what, because I guess the tiers come from movies, and so if you're working with, the more of a budget you're working with, the more things like a movie you can do in your music. The more
you can do, the more bigger the budget. My rate's not gonna say. I'm gonna cut off. We're going back to labels, but I almost had my biggest video yet, which would have been a $45,000 budget.
Wow.
Label drops artist, whole little controversy. Not related to me, but because of that I lost out on the job.
Yeah.
You know how much I was taking home from that? Because I was so excited to have this video and I had it all planned out. I was only taking $700 home.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was my profit. You know, of course, I'm being paid for my work and all that, but that's the profit I was going to be working with. Now, that's not every project, but I was like, it's the first time I had a budget this big. I'm going to make sure it's fucking right. I'm
right, you're going to dump everything right back into the budget.
I don't care about the money. I care about making a creative product.
Right. Did you have a big role in, like, were you, like, director of that?
I was the director of it. I was handling everything. I was going to hire my my production manager, my UPM, my DP, whole crew, right? And I got everybody excited for it. I had my crew. We had a shot list, even. I put a little bit of that's why I can't say names on this, because I put a lot of prep in not to get paid a damn dime, because the whole thing fell through 3 months before it happened. It was like well planned. It was supposed to go with an album release and everything.
So whenever you're working with a label like that and they have that type of budget, do they advance that budget straight to you? Or how does that trickle-down effect go on your end? You know what I'm saying?
It's not like on a basis thing, you know? So it all depends. So on this particular one, they were letting me handle the budget under supervision from them. You know, they asked what I wanted to take home from it, and I told them that wasn't important to me. It's like, well, they wanted to see where all the money was going. They want to make sure their money's going to where it was.
Going to every
and that wasn't so much the budget. I was working with this individual's manager / agent, and some individual from the label, although he kind of had a back seat. But yeah, it wasn't for the big. Like I said, I can't say names, but if it wasn't for a big event that would have gone through, it would have been, dude. It was so good. It was like a Great Gatsby party. It was like an opium trip. We had this really cool camera rig where it was gonna be attached to the body. It was gonna be 3 red Komodos on him, and it was gonna be it's called a stutter rig. I'll show you an example of it at one point, but basically it's that. You seen the I forget the Kendrick Lamar video, but it looks like he's stationary, but
it's moving.
Like a 3D effect. That's a stutter rig.
Wow.
But you can make that look like it's a person struggling. We had it on a this body rig. I forget. Snorri rig is the actual word for it.
Okay.
And, we just had so much.
It sounded like y'all just got rigs on rigs on rigs on rigs on rigs.
We had crane shots, and it was going to be an amazing video. And I was actually going to save the label quite a bit of money, because I was like, all right, like I said, this is how much I wanted, and this is how much we need to make it. So this extra is just cushion for post-production.
Yeah, that's real. That's fire, bro.
But going back to like budgets here, there's no such thing as, you should never be ashamed of what budget. Like I was like, 200, 400 is not bad. It's not a bad budget depending on where you're at with your career. If you're just starting out, don't spend. If it's your first music video, don't spend $30,000. Don't spend $40,000. Don't even spend $1,000. Spend a few hundred. few hundred, get somebody local, and make your first few videos. And go
but what
from
if I
there.
really want a movie though?
Right.
If you really
Like I really want this the one. I just went in the studio. I just recorded it. This the one. Like
if I had a nickel. No. I love it. You come up to me when you're dead and like, oh man, I got a video. Like, well, it's whatever. But can we I got a song. It's whatever, man. Can we just shoot a video? I'm like, why should I be putting my time, energy, and
to a song that you don't
Yeah.
even
care about?
you're
I don't
thinking
care
is
about
whatever.
the check. I care about making something creative.
Making something quality.
So, will you turn down a music video offer if the song is trash? Or if you think the song is trash?
That all comes down to opinion.
Yeah.
There's been times where I turned down videos.
Like my video is $400. I want a video and I got a budget of $400, and the songs, it's okay, but it's not like, it's not
the one.
It's not the one.
Well, let's talk. Are you gonna let me do something creative with it? You know, hell, there's times where I've, like I said, I'm not talking about money. I've taken lower budget things just to get something creative done because I believe in the vision. But if you're just gonna have a crappy song, you don't believe in it, and you want me to show up and just shoot a random video, and you have no creative input, you're not excited about it. Nah.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it for me. It's not worth it for you. If I can't provide you a good product, why am I taking your money?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you waste your money on me, because if I let you waste your money on me and then now line you have a great song and you come back to me, or you won't come back to me, you go back to somebody like somebody new. Yeah. I'm only gonna work with you if we can get you something that's gonna advance your career or make something really creative that fulfills everything.
Both your both your
Both
needs
sides.
and something that for me that I can be like, yo, that was something creative for me that I created. Like I feel that.
Like if it's a personal song, like I've had artists that were like, hey man, this is a song about my mother that passed. Like 100%, let's make a memorial to her, right?
Facts. Yeah.
And
that's real.
it doesn't
That's
matter
sweet.
if that blows up, because that's for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And for the people that's around you and for the people that love you.
Exactly.
And I think the cool thing about you is, to me, it sounds like you're very tapped into the art and to the craft of doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Like to the point where you would do it for free. If
Yeah.
there wasn't a bad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you would do this, you would find a
If
way
you
to do
believe in it
this
enough, yeah.
regardless of what was happening.
of the budget. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, if you have a $400 budget, I'm not getting you a tank. And if you go to my
what I need for the tank though? What I need for the tank? How much the budget had to be for me?
What are
to
you
get
doing
the
with the tank?
I mean, I just want to, post up, hold my gun out the side of it, and like wail it around a little bit.
I mean, it depends. Are you willing to work
Like,
with me,
can
right?
I ghost ride it? Can I ghost ride the tank?
Ghost ride the tank.
So this comes out of a negotiation. Like, all right, let's talk. Expectations.
Okay.
So let's say $1,000 budget is like, are you personally going to be driving the tank? Or do you have time to go out and learn how to drive the tank properly?
Yeah, I'll make some time. I'm an operator, so I got a license in a couple things.
Okay, well, that will help out. That will help
Yeah.
because I don't personally own a tank, but I know people that own tanks. I know people that own a helicopter.
How do you meet somebody that own a tank? We gotta. I gotta ask you about that, brother. Because
You ever saw that on my page?
That sounds like
no, I saw it. I'm asking, how do you find somebody with a tank? That's what I'm asking you.
You put out a Facebook ad.
Huh?
That's not even close to the crazy shit I have. But how do you meet someone with a tank? You gotta talk to people, man. You gotta let people know you're interested.
Oh.
So you was just out like, yo, I need a tank.
Well, I go through the proper channels, man. I go through like, hey, man, I got this buddy. He's an armorer in film, right?
Yeah.
So I would go to him like, hey, listen, I need this. How do I get this? Or I would go to like somebody that's in transportation and be like, hey, listen, I know you do picture cars for film. You get the Lamborghini. You get the old like Model T. Like,
see, that's so.
Yeah.
In film, there's like a department
A community.
for everyone.
But-
I feel like
yes, there is 100%. It's very organized.
not like that in music, bro.
No,
Not
it
like
is
that
not.
in music.
Yeah.
Not like that in music. It's like the wild, wild west in music. You know what I'm saying? If you're an engineer, you better figure out how to produce. And if you're a producer, you better figure out how to engineer. And you better figure out how to be an artist too, because they don't care. They just trying to run up the music. Like,
Yeah, we was we're talking earlier about streams, and I think that's one of the most janky things in the music industry, the most recently. But like, how do streams work if like you're a director or like a videographer or whatever? Like, if I like get a movie on Netflix, and like Netflix is making money every month off of every time my joint is streamed, like, do you get money from that if you got one?
The way that works, right? We go into distribution there. In film, you first got to get to distribution. You usually go through a company, and they'll get it to a streaming service depending on the quality. And just because you got a Netflix doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna make money, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. So they could put your stuff on Netflix and you could not get paid?
Well, it depends how many people are watching, right? Of course, you're going to get some kickback, but it depends all on the individual
On what
distribution deal, right?
Yeah.
So let's say I get a film up there, but nobody's fucking watching it.
Yeah.
You know, that's how Netflix makes their subscription-based. Netflix doesn't have ads. So, yeah, they're completely subscription-based. If people aren't watching it, why would they include it in there? Why would they go back to you?
Yeah.
So you're not going to get the amount of money from streams. And it used to be back in the day, you get money from theater release and you go to DVD, and now it's like a second.
And now
the DVD's gone.
Yeah.
Like that ain't that. Some people collect it's collecting DVDs now.
Right.
Not,
Yeah.
yo,
Not
what's got
actually
that
watching
on
those.
DVD?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
I don't even
Absolutely.
own nothing that could play a DVD.
Yeah, I don't think I could play a DVD either.
PlayStation,
PlayStation.
maybe?
Yeah, I'm about to say. So
it's all streaming. Including for music too. How many people buy records? And,
Yeah, yeah.
I have a vinyl because I love that sound. But how many people are out here buying CDs? They're not. It's streaming. Everything's streaming.
Yeah.
So instead of looking at film, let's go to like YouTube. Like I said, I do a little bit of YouTube content. I used to be a little more active than I should be more active than I am. But I get paid per like view. You watch it, you will see an advertisement because they view the advertisement. Me and Google, we're splitting that, right? A certain percentage depending on what your deal is, right?
Yeah, wow.
So my videos are monetized, so I get a little kickback from that, and every month I get a check.
Yeah,
Praise
that's
God.
fire.
Yeah, it all depends on
fire.
views, how many clicks you get. Doesn't matter your likes or dislikes or how many subscribers you have. If you have a video that's monetized, has like 15 million views, but let's say it's a 12-minute long video, so there's multiple ads throughout it, man, that's a check.
Yeah, really putting people on. So how did you kind of get to that place with your YouTube channel?
Oh, YouTube, pure luck. No.
Hey man, sometimes being a part of being good is being lucky, man.
Yeah.
So,
Well, first off, I don't have anything with 1 million views. There was one video I directed that had 2 million views that we got taken down again. Label.
Oh wow, really?
The whole label went bankrupt. So their channel got deleted. So the person had to re-upload it. Like I said, I can't go into details about that either. But
absolutely.
But
NDAs
the
and such.
most videos I've gotten, like my personal videos, I think I got a couple with like 280,000 views.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah.
So what do views what matters
100%.
in your world? So views matter.
In the YouTube world, views is what matters. That's why people are starting doing all these ridiculous things, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Paul brothers, right?
Yeah, doing whatever.
A little more chill now, but like back in the day, they were just
before
doing
they was
the
doing
craziest
whatever,
thing.
yeah.
Get more
You seen-
attention
never
every
mind.
day. The views are where the money
I got
is. But at a certain point, the brand deals, the subscription-based content off Patreon, or that's where the real money is, or merch
and stuff
but
like that.
when
Yeah,
you're first starting out, advertisements where the money is, and it's to the point where I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but I'm working with some people that are trying to do like a show based on YouTube, like all content based YouTube, and it's
that's fire. That's fire.
to give you an idea, the people that are part of this have been in the film industry for 30-40 years, and they are leaving to go to content creation.
Yeah, that's that's
Less
dope.
stress.
That's dope.
Lot
Yeah,
less
I was about to
stress.
say it seems like a lot of less stress. How do you feel, or where do you see the movie and film industry going in the next few years? Because I feel like there's been a lack of really movies. And I know that COVID and things like that, the pandemic had shut a lot of productions down for a short period of time, but it doesn't seem that they were picking back up that much either. So, do you have any eyes on that?
So, yeah, the pandemic really affected the film industry. It hit that industry, not the hardest. There's
But
plenty of industries that got harder,
yeah.
but we were
You gotta
shut
be around
down.
people.
Yeah,
And then we almost went on strike that one year. 21 or 2020.
See, artists don't go on strike. There's
Guys,
the music business can't go on strike, which
not
we
unified.
could, but they don't want to do it, bro. They don't want to do it.
You know why? Because even when the people get up to like the baby, or
Yeah.
like that kind of status, or even go further than that, Jay-Z, like Godfather status,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Why would they fuck up their money?
yeah. Right.
You give them a reason.
Yeah.
For the people? I'm not saying they wouldn't do it if they had some backing, but
everyone's like,
who's
yo,
gonna
it's
take that
about
first
us. Yeah,
Right.
facts.
point them out.
Fact.
Who's going to do it?
Yeah,
It takes a martyr.
yeah.
It takes a martyr to make those kind of changes. And eventually the music industry, I feel like, will get that.
I feel like it's gonna have to, or it's gonna get to a point where everything burns down before it can be built back up again. And we've seen it change and flip.
I think everybody
go
to independent and then fight as a conglomerate.
As a conglomerate against the conglomerates.
The forming of unions.
Yeah,
will be
there
the
you
big
go.
change. I feel like that's going to happen in the next 20 years.
Yeah,
I really do.
For sure.
I've been actually had long conversations with a couple buddies, and somebody who worked in a label even mentioned that. And definitely I could throw a name there, but
all good.
But even he mentioned like, man, even my higher ups are worried that it's all going to be unionized and we're going to get screwed over here.
Yeah, and that's what's even crazy is because they're afraid of the artists unionizing because they know what they got going on isn't right and something can be done about it.
Yep.
So what they'll do is they're just gonna try and run everything up until that happens, and then hopefully it happens and we get some kickback for the artists. But it's tough out here in the music industry.
To get noticed, absolutely. But once you break through a certain ceiling, holy crap, is there money to be made?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
How important is social media to like a video, or like film?
People got to see it, right?
Yeah.
They have to. If you don't, that's why some videographers and directors get a lot more work. Is because they also bring in marketing, and some of them have like
because if there's 30 people on the set, that means 30 people are going to be talking about how they worked on this thing, and then it'll spread like that, right?
Oh, 100%. Well, of course, word of mouth is important, but it's nowadays where word of mouth is not nearly enough, right? So what's the marketing plan? Right. So if you have like a all-in-one package, like a videographer, they'll sometimes have a marketing plan for you. They'll tell you like, hey, listen, like I'm not gonna step on your toes, but this is how you should tag your video. This is how you do this. This is where you should post it. Here's some snippets. Post these.
Yeah.
Don't just randomly throw them up. Look up your demographics. See what your market is. And honestly, you need an SEO expert, honestly, and a publicist. I think every artist should get one of those. After you get break through a certain point, if you have 10,000 followers, get a fucking SEO expert. Get a publicist.
And what is an SEO expert?
Search engine optimizer. So they'll make sure like when you tag your videos or whatever hashtag you use on Instagram, YouTube, wherever your video's at, where your content is, they're making sure that it's optimized for the current tags.
Yeah. Okay.
And for your website or wherever.
And then your publicist, what does a publicist actually do? Because I know I kind of know what a publicist does, but for the people kind of explain it, especially in your world too.
So in my world, for example, it's like that's one of the things I've been looking at is because I guess I mentioned this before we hopped on here, but I've been working on a proof of concept for my own pilot, my own TV series.
Okay, now hold on, round of applause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we'll kind of get into that.
Yeah, but because of that, I'm looking into publicists, right? And I need somebody to get my name out there, the project's name out there,
right?
Right. And it's at the point like you need an individual publicist because they'll get articles made about you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how the hell you get in. Like, that's how like, oh, such and such was on Times Magazine.
Their publicist
the manager and agent probably had a plan on that. Yeah,
absolutely.
They'll always make sure it looks good. They'll write about you. They'll make sure your name's being pushed.
Yeah.
Not for just necessarily work, but just for publicity.
Right.
Whereas your agent's finding you work, and your manager's making sure day to day you're good. If you're, I love this saying. If you're looking to get into a fight, get an agent. I'm sorry. The saying goes, if you're looking for a best friend, get a manager. If you're looking to get into a fight, get an agent.
I mean, so you would say that kind of every artist that is looking to get to a certain point should have those a publicist, artist, and a manager, videographer,
100%
as well.
Have your directors, or just have your make a close relationship with your directors, especially if you're just on in the up and come up.
Right,
like you're both at the $200 range. Like this are the videos I'm making right now, but let's make them creative. Let's work together. Let's build something together. Work. And so that's the same with your manager, your agent, everybody. You can work and rise together. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like in film, we have the big 5 agencies for actors and directors and all that, like CAA and all them. It doesn't necessarily have to be there. Just make sure, like, at a certain point, sometimes you do have to go your separate ways, but make sure all those relationships you build are always ended on good terms or move away on good terms. Because it's a small world. In the music industry, the film industry, video industry, whatever you're doing, it's a small world. Things get around. Small drama builds. You better treat people right.
Man. Yeah. So talk about that a little bit. Have you ever seen, because I have heard that the blacklisting in the film industry is like the worst. Like
some people that can't find work in this town.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like and so does that stretch far, or does it just kind of stay in kind of maybe the city or region you're in, or how does that work in y'all's realm? What gets you blacklisted?
Shit, a lot can get you blacklisted, right?
That's tough.
A lot.
Like walking through a landmine.
Pick one.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your poison, right? Example, like throw a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, hypotheticals, because you know you
Yeah.
can't speak on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
You know, sexual harassment, all that, bringing drugs to set, getting in trouble, fucking up, or being.
Wait a minute. You said bringing drugs to the set.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
but
you know it'd be out.
They don't be doing drugs on set.
Don't get caught with it. What do you
Fair
mean?
enough.
Fair enough. Okay. All right.
But I mean, like movie sets. If you're a PA, don't.
Oh yeah.
Shit
Facts.
set. Don't.
Yeah.
It depends on where you're at. You know, like I've seen some AAA actors and high ups. Like I'll walk in like, oh hey, we're doing that here, huh?
Well,
all right.
I'll be in the
9
back.
a.m.
Oh,
but
that's
okay.
happening.
When you're ready to shoot, let me
Said,
know.
oh, that's your morning coffee. All right.
I was like, okay, cool.
I'll take mine neat.
You know, when I was a PA, like, hey, is such and such right? Like, well, can we expedite that process? You want to give it a shot?
Yo. Oh man, that's crazy.
But no, it could be as simple as you pissed off the wrong person, or it could be a political thing. You could be somebody's scapegoat and get blacklisted. And sometimes life isn't fair a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I know people, even on the bottom level of film, and artists get blacklisted. Like I said.
Yeah, I was about to say artists too.
When when the person I was supposed to do the video for got dropped, he didn't get dropped alone. He got dropped with 6 other people.
Wow.
That's
that's just the game that they sign up to play.
Yeah. I mean,
that's tragic.
Place to be games win super prizes, and that's what they were doing, unfortunately.
I like that right there.
And it's not.
That's
It wasn't even the one I was working with. It was like the head honcho of that Fred group did something stupid, and everybody like, "Nah, man, we got your back."
Drop them all.
No, well, yeah, drop them all. But I'm not saying loyalty's everything, right? But at the same time, loyalty also means calling your buddies out.
Yeah, facts, and holding them accountable. Holding them accountable. Gotta hold people accountable.
I'd rather my friend hold me accountable than the public.
You either pay for it up front or you pay for it at the end. I told you.
You're good.
Come on, man. I do this.
You're
I
good.
do this.
You're good.
Hey, with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. We can get right back to it. You know what I'm saying? Luce is killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a great interview. We're gonna take a quick second to shout out all our sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Shout out DC Studio Productions. Shout out True Productions. Shout out Design for Momentum. Shout out I Can Fix That. We're gonna be right back to y'all. Appreciate that. Don't move. Freaks. We back. All right, we back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who it is. You feel me? Shout out our guest again, Luce. You feel me? Shout out Focus Productions in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he drops some knowledge on y'all. If y'all haven't, rewind and watch it again. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You know what I'm saying? He definitely did. Stop bringing y'all his little budgets, because he don't play with little budgets. He's a big boy. And if you don't got the budget, then get your money up, not your funny up, son. Real rap.
Facts. It ain't like that, but
something like that.
You don't want to get blacklisted by the music community.
You know, I'm not going to Atlanta for $200. I'm not traveling 6
There we go.
go.
There we go. Talk about it. They better pay. They better pay for something. Y'all gonna pay. You have to pay for it in the beginning. To pay for it in the end.
What if I got $500 for you?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
No.
What's wrong with Atlanta? Hey, why his voice got so high? He said, Atlanta?
No.
Well, think about it. Like, we live in North Carolina, right?
Right.
It's 55 cents to a mile. 6-hour drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Business standards, 55 cents a mile. You know, like, at a certain point, like, it's cost me more money to go shoot than it is. Because, you know, that's wear and tear on my car.
Facts.
That's my time.
Facts.
That's wear and tear on my equipment.
Facts.
That's more time editing.
Facts.
Pre-pro.
Facts.
I got to plan this shit.
Yeah, facts.
You think I showed the take one? All right, cool, we're good.
Yeah. Yo, all right, so how often do you deal with artists that are like, hey, yo, so how long is it going to take for you to get that done?
That's got to be every one.
Well, actually, it depends. If it's in the discussion, it should be talked about. If an artist does not talk about delivery expectations, how am I supposed to know what he's looking for? Are you giving me plenty of time to just play around with the edit just to get the best product we possibly can? Do you have no release date? Do you have a release plan? Like, what's the purpose of this video? Are you just trying to get a normal video? Are you trying to get within a week? Why are you trying to get within a week?
Is it kind of like so like for me, right? I can get a mix back to you in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Right. But like, if I really sit with a mix for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying?
Different
It might sound crazy. It sounds great in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
But it might sound crazy in
had
2
time to
weeks. You know what I'm
experiment, try
saying? Yeah,
different
like
things, see
listen
what
to it
sounds
in
good
different
where.
places. You know what I'm saying? Is it kind of like that when it comes to the editing side
Is
of the
a
video?
painter going to make a great painting in 5 seconds or 5 days?
Well, I don't know, cause some people be talking about that abstract stuff, and I'll be like, nah.
Yeah, it just be
It
like
look
them
like you
throwing
just
the paintbrush
yeah.
at the canvas.
Is it art? Is it art or laziness? We'll
Yeah,
figure that out.
fact.
That's
My little cousin could have made that.
No, but for example, when you're working with how big are audio files? Not that big. Like
I don't know.
5
bro.
megabytes.
Yeah, I'm about to say
That's
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
like would say when I'm finished with the music video, it's usually anywhere from 1 to 3 terabytes.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that shit doesn't just
That is
yeah. That's,
So
I spent
how
a
many
lot of
hard
my-
drives do you have?
yeah. Yeah. He said, "Yeah, this whole room right here is
Yeah.
just dedicated to all my hard drives."
I built
you
a
know?
bookcase for my hard
Wow.
drives. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like deleting things also, but
Yeah.
I
But that's a good thing.
After my
That's a good thing.
third or fourth music video, I'm like, nah, I gotta start deleting. I may keep a clip or two, but after the video's said and done and everybody's happy, it's posted
And it's out,
that
yeah,
shit's
then you can
gone.
delete it.
I
Yeah.
cannot- no. I can't afford
That's
it.
out of here. Yeah.
I'm not Google.
Yeah,
If you come
yeah.
to me 3, hey man, do you think we can re-edit this video that's been posted for 3 years?
Yo,
Like, not a
I'm
chance in
so
hell.
glad.
Yeah.
And you think that if you think I'm saving your songs, if the song is out, done, away with, it's out of here, my guy.
Done.
I ain't seen you in the studio in 6 months. You talking about the song you did the first time?
A year ago.
Get out of my face.
No, I'm not Google. I don't have
Unlimited
millions.
You paying for my storage? Are you paying for my iCloud?
How about everybody just buy it? If you're an artist,
Buy a hard drive.
Yes, 100%. Save all
Buy
your
a hard
songs. You can't do that for videos though, because you'd be broke as hell. To give you an idea, I spend at least $6,000 on hard drives. At least, bare minimum.
Why is it so hard to bounce or I guess render videos? Like that is retarded. Like is there no better way to do that? Like
So like when you render it, it's just compiling. So let's say I edit it, and let's say I'm working off a laptop or a piece of shit, and I'm not using proxies or anything like that, and I'm just using raw
you saying a
fucking
bunch
files.
of stuff. I have
Yeah,
no
let's
idea
say
what
I'm
you're
using
saying.
subpar equipment, right? And I'm trying to edit, some RE raw or red raw files or whatever, right?
I don't know what you're saying, but continue.
The type of file.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
like a 3-minute clip is like 130 gigabytes, right?
Why?
Yeah. So
Jesus.
at a certain point, videographers, they shoot in, a DSLR. That's where you've seen my rigs.
Yeah,
I've
facts,
used 2 different rigs.
Yeah,
in front of you. I used
yeah,
my
yeah.
Black Magic. I used my Canon C300, right?
Yeah, something like that.
and
It
I
was
got-
something big,
Yeah.
crazy. Had a monitor on it. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, ching 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 as you know, my equipment, right? That's another thing. Like, I spent $15,000 on my camera rig, and you want me to see a $200 video with it?
that's why I won't cut it. That's what I would say. That's why $400 video.
There we go.
won't cut
And
it.
you want to come to me and get a discount on studio time when we just spent 20-25 grand in studio equipment.
Like,
And
rent's
you
not gonna pay
think
itself.
you mad at me because it take me 30 minutes to make it sound good, but you don't want to pay full price.
And every
Continue. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep cutting you off, you know what I'm
keep
saying?
doing, man. You got shit to tell. Every time I use my camera, every time I use any equipment, bring lights out and all that, that's wear and tear. You think the equipment just lasts forever? You think I can just
Right.
plug in my camera and it's
And
not
it just
gonna
works?
break?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
gonna break in like 5 days, so I just keep the power running. through
Right.
it?
I have to
Yeah.
update my
You know?
firmware and
Yeah,
Well,
software and
it's-
computers.
Every time
and-
you touch a screen, like your iPhone, that's the minute become new to use, that decreases in value. Every time I use my camera, it loses value.
Wow.
Every time I use a piece of equipment, it loses value. Even if it's simple as like an Apple box, like which is a wooden box we use on set, but if we use it more than half the equipment.
That's tragic.
Just having that.
That's a good way to think
how,
about it.
how often do you have people complain to you about a price or talk about a low budget and then pull out mad money in the video? Like, they were like, yeah, oh, you could do that. You could do that for like $250. All right, bet that. Then now you in the video and they got mad money. Like, yeah.
Early on, that was a big problem.
Hello.
He said, dude, I'm going through some rough times. There's one guy that's like literally in the video, and it's still funny to this day. He has got 2 bat racks. So you're like,